let's head west and have a look at the bike parking outside the Mary Street Bakery in, oh God, where are we? On Empire Avenue. It's Wembley Downs. It's the one in the top left-hand corner of this map. And this place has now got a bunch of outlets, and I've been to pretty much all of them, but we're only going to one today. And this was just an easy coffee ride with a mate of mine who's gone and bought himself a nice e-bike. And this, what we're on there is just a new section of bike lane which opened about 6 months ago. And when we rode into this street, Chutney said, "Oh, this is interesting. They've changed the street and put down all this brick stuff in the middle." And that's, I guess, obviously to calm the street and slow down the traffic. Now, when we got to the end, though, it was completely confusing. And neither of us had ridden down here before. And we'd made a mistake. We'd meant to turn left further back there and end up on the bike path, which runs along the boulevard. And so we're going through this back street in order to get back to the bike path. And we're trying to figure out, well, where the heck do we get back onto it? So we came across here, and it looks like it's a bit of new concrete driveway there. And suddenly it's like, oh, whoops, there's just a big pile of sand there. Where's the bike path gone? Am I supposed to go out on the road? Am I supposed to ride across the sand? What's going on? There's nothing around to say there's any construction going on, etc. But, you know, we're on mountain bikes, so we just cut across the dirt. And if you look in the rear there, you can see there's new concrete, new path. There's obviously something being laid there, and I'll have to go back one day and just have a look and see what's going on. Now, this is really old shared path. This is probably 30 or 40 years old, and it's narrow, it's crumbling, it's got lots of hazards along it, it's cut by lots of driveways. The verge here is really wide, so they could easily tear this whole thing up and make it significantly wider, except for the problem of the trees and the power poles, obviously. But where those parked cars are, for instance, is public land. I guess there's no reason why they couldn't, you know, just move the path to the other side of the trees, except the neighbours or residents would all scream. So yeah, some more bins on the verge. And yeah, this path is nowhere near up to modern standards. And you can see, I guess, along here, the grass is encroaching on it. This is one reason why I think these new paths should be built with curbs either side. Another hazard, you know, stick a pole in the middle. Great for people that need a bit of support to get to stand there, to get across the road, the elderly, etc., but not the best for cyclists. Unless you want to hang on to it if you've got to stop and wait for the traffic to go by. But the beauty of it is that path goes all the way to the beach. And look, just for comparative purposes, here's what a modern principal shared path looks like. Nice and wide, you know, painted line down the middle, all good. Now, where we were going was the shopping centre in Wembley Downs. And, you know, this is a kind of upmarkety area. It's very wealthy, you know, it's city beach, etc. And it's a nice little shopping centre. You can see there's heaps and heaps of car parking, and there are bike racks scattered around it. And if I wasn't here for a coffee ride with my mate, I probably would have pulled the camera out and just photographed all the bike racks all the way around, because you know, there seem to be a number of them, and obviously because of all the car parking, it's hard to see if there's any racks you know, over there on the path on the other side of those cars. That's why I think I will go back one day for another coffee and pull the camera out and, you know, take some better video. Now, where we're going is this bakery down on the end here, and I really like this location. It's open air. It's got a nice ambiance. I mean, it's not on the beach, but, you know, it's good stuff. And look, the bike parking right out the front. Can't get any better than that. Food's all right. You know, I've had a couple of good meals here. Last time I came here, my God, the service was terrible. It was so bad. It's seared in our memory of just the dreadfulness of it. But this time it was so good it wasn't funny. So I guess it just goes to show that what you should do is give places more than one chance. Although I gave that place 5 chances before it actually came good. But, you know, it's got high quality bike parking in a good location, which is fairly typical of a lot of cafes in Perth. And I keep coming back to this point of, if they can do this over here so easily and so well, what's stopping Sydney councils from doing exactly the same?